Yes, people. I think we're live. Yeah, we are. Mega. Right. Excuse me. Just had to pause it on Instagram there. Cool. Right. We've got a couple of people jumping on now. If everyone can hear me and see me, if you can hear me and see me, just leave me an emoji in the comments. Excuse me. And then we are going to get into today's live and today's podcast, which you guys, I think you're going to get some decent value from this. If not, a bit of a kick up the arse and a bit of inspiration and motivation as well. So we'll give it a couple of minutes, see if we can get an emoji, your favorite emoji stuck in the comments, just so I know that you can hear me, you can see me all right. Guys, anyone who's watching on the replay, as I always ask, please leave me a hashtag replay so I know many people watch on the replay. We've got a few people jumping on now. Nicely, thank you very much. Right, we're going to go in about a minute. Let's have a quick look through. 3 on Instagram so far, 4 on Facebook. If anyone's watching on YouTube, make sure you hit the thumbs up on YouTube. Anyone on Instagram and Facebook who haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, go to YouTube, type in Type 1 Tom and go and subscribe and click notifications so you get notifications when I put live videos on and shit. Right, cool. Let's give it about 30 seconds and then we will get into it. All these fucking emails coming through now. Anytime I choose to go live, I can't even go into like airplane mode because I need to be on the internet. Right, cool. Shall we hit record and get going? 3, 2, 1. Yes, squad, welcome to another episode of the Type 1 Movement Podcast. And in today's episode, I'm going to be talking about why I believe that any Type 1 diabetic can have great control over the blood sugar levels. So I'm going to be giving you guys lots of valuable content, sort of information on it, and hopefully a bit of a kick up the arse. So make sure you stick around right till the end because I'm going to be breaking down certain steps as well. So before we get going with it, please make sure that you do leave me a rating and a review on the podcast app, or I think other apps now you can leave ratings and reviews as well, as it really does help me reach more Type 1s and positively impact our community. I run no paid advertisement to this podcast or these lives, like I always say. Also, if you're listening to this in the future, because of the time I'm recording this, whatever device or platform you're listening to it on, give it a screenshot, share it on your Instagram stories, share it on Facebook, tag me so I can reach out and say thank you. Right, we're not going to fuck around here. We're going to get straight into it. So I do truly believe that any Type 1 diabetic can have great control over the blood sugar levels and in turn have great control over the health. Because at the end of the day, we want control over our blood sugar levels so we can be healthy. That is it. We don't just want it to say, oh, look at these numbers that I've got. We want it because it allows us to do certain things in life and it allows us to be healthy. Yeah. So these one sort of aspects, I'm going to give you guys some real life examples now. I want you to think about getting too wishy-washy. When we're born into this world, we're a completely fucking clean slate. We know fuck all, right? We don't know anything. We can't walk. We can't talk. We can make some fucking noises, but we can't do anything. Yeah? We can't walk. We can't talk. We don't know anything. We're a clean slate. Yeah? Now, how we're able to come across in knowing how to walk, knowing how to talk, and all the other shit is we get taught that over time. So let me give you some real life examples. When we go to school, we learn how to read and write. Before that, we didn't know how to read and write. Yeah. We might pass school, we might decide that we want to start driving. What do? We get lessons. We learn the skill of driving. Giving you guys a little bit of an insight there as to what I'm getting into. But we learn the skill of driving a car, right? A few personal things for me. I wanted to learn how to DJ. Got an online course, taught myself. Wanted to learn how to ride a motorbike. Learned that. Yeah. These things, walking, talking, driving a car, DJing, riding a motorbike, whatever it is, playing football, playing a sport, lifting weights at the gym, whatever the fuck it is, they are all skills. They're all skills. It's a skill. Yeah, it's something that you learn. It's a skill. Walking is, I don't know. I don't care if anyone says walking is not a skill. Yes, it is. Because we learn at a very young age. Same with talking, it's a skill. Yeah. These are all skills. And managing our diabetes is no different than all these things. The consequences are, but it is still a skill. And if you take nothing from this podcast or this live, please take that. Because You need to get out your own head sometimes and out your own way with overcomplicating things and just look at your diabetes and managing it as a skill. That's all it is. And anyone can learn any skill. Anyone can learn any skill. If you're dedicated enough and you're willing to put the work in, you can learn anything that you want. You can do anything that you want with your life because you can learn it because it's a skill. You can learn how to fly a fucking plane, skydive, snowboard, whatever the fuck it is. Yeah, it's going to be a skill that you can put the reps in and you can learn. And managing our diabetes is no different. Yeah. So why do we have some type ones who have great control and some type ones who don't? At the end of the day, it comes down to skills. That's what it comes down to. Put in the work in. Yeah. Now, I'm going to give you a breakdown on how to learn, how we learn a new skill. And this can be applied to not only managing diabetes, but anything else that you want to achieve. This is how basically we learn to walk, we learn to talk, we learn how to drive. I taught myself how to DJ, ride a motorbike, and even so, managing my own diabetes. This is how I learned how to do it and how our clients learn how to do it. The first thing is when you learn a new skill, you need to decide what the fuck you want to learn. If you're watching and listening to this, chances are you want to learn how to have better control over your diabetes. You've already ticked that box. Then you need to be gathering the information on the topic. So this can come when it comes to managing our sugar levels. This can come in the form of a coach, like my clients have employed, myself, the other coach that we've got. It can come in the form of listening to podcasts like this, reading books, whatever it is, you need that information. Same with when you're learning how to drive, you need the information. So you go and get a driving instructor because you don't know the information. And this is a big thing where type 1 slip up. We don't know what we don't know at the end of the day. Yeah. You don't know what you don't know. It's as simple as that. If you don't know something, you can't learn the skill of it because you don't fucking know it at the end of the day. Yeah. Same with driving is just a great explanation on that. So if it's managing our diabetes, we need to gather information on there's so much information out there and there's so many different avenues we can get down to in terms of managing our diabetes. But I'll give you some of the basic ones that you need information on. And to be fair, I've fucking put most of this out on my podcast. So there's no excuses. I can't fucking find it. First one is goal setting with diabetes. Then it's going to be understanding your basal, background insulin. Then it's going to be carb counting, bolusing, things like bolusing for fats and proteins, pre-bolus timings, split or extended bolusing. These are the basis foundation. This is what we teach all of our clients. So you need to get this information to educate yourself, and then you need to go and apply the information. This is the stopping point where a lot of type 1s do. Like, right, I want to better manage my blood sugar levels. This is what I need the information on. They'll go and search for the information and they won't fucking apply it, or they'll apply it once, not get the outcome that they want and think it's not working. You don't apply something. You don't get in a car straight away after one driving lesson and be like, I'm fucking Colin McRae. I'm shit hot. It doesn't work like that. You need to keep having lessons and building your skills up. And it's the same with managing your diabetes. You need to keep learning new information, gathering information, and going applying the information. The application of the information is a bit of a rhyme there, isn't it? That's the most crucial part because you could have all this knowledge on managing your blood sugar levels and managing your diabetes in your head. If you don't go and apply it, it means fuck all. Knowledge is power, and there's a saying that knowledge is power, but it's only power when it's applied because that's where the real fucking learning comes in. When you start applying, you've learned how to run a basal test, you start applying it, that's when you're going to start learning. You've learned how to use a split or extended bolus, you have a high fat meal, you start applying it, that's when you're going to start learning. You don't learn from just the information. And then it's a case of just putting the reps in, do it over and over and over again. Look at the feedback that you're getting. Same with driving. Your instructor's giving you feedback. Do this better. All right, I'll do that better next time. Same with this. This is where coaching really helps when it comes to managing your blood sugar levels because you've got the information there. So it's a fast track. So you're not going to make the same mistakes as what you could make if you're going at it alone. Yeah. Then you're going to be able to apply the information. Then you can get the results from the information, go to someone who's been there and done it and be like, right, this is the results. Can you tell me what to do next? Yeah. Same with driving. You might want to do a 3-point turn. It turns into a fucking 68-point turn. And you was like, all right, I didn't really understand where I went wrong. Your instructor will tell you X, Y, Z. All right, cool. Next time it gets better. The same with managing your blood sugar levels. You need to keep putting the reps in. And then you'll constantly repeat this process. You'll constantly repeat this process. Be like, right, I understand how to test basal rate, understand my carb ratios. Now I need to learn X, Y, or Z, managing it around exercise. All right, let me go and get the information. Let me apply that information and start testing it. Let me keep putting the reps in, make the necessary adjustments and repeat. And whilst you're doing this process, you're learning the skill. You're learning the skill of managing your blood glucose levels, which we all need as type 1 diabetics. That's all it is. It's just a skill. And unlike every other skill you fucking learned in your life to date, like walking, talking, driving a car if you drive, riding a motorbike if you like myself, whatever your passion is, whatever the fuck it is, skiing, snowboarding, this is no different. You just need to keep doing it and put the reps in. Yes, it can be more frustrating. I don't know, actually, fucking learning to drive is pretty frustrating. And definitely learning to ride a motorbike was frustrating as fuck for me. But learning any skill is frustrating at the end of the day. Same when it comes to managing your type 1 diabetes, when it comes to managing your blood sugar levels. But the more that you put the reps in, the more you practice. Like when people want to be footballers, they go out and they practice. Do you know what I mean? That's how you get better at something. You practice. Managing our blood sugar levels is no different than any other skill. So next time you're all in your head about it, take a fucking breath. Remember, this is a skill. You guarantee, say to yourself, I've learned skills in my life before, so there's no reason why I can't learn this. Like I say, a lot of the things, the two key things that hold type 1s back is, one, they don't know the information and they're not willing to go out and search for it, or they're not willing to ask for help, or two, they'll get the information, but they won't apply it. A, they won't apply it, or B, they'll apply it, get frustrated, think it's not working, and then fuck it off. They're the two things to be aware of. Yeah. So, guys, that's why I believe any type 1 diabetic can have great control over the blood sugar levels, because it's just a skill and we're all capable of learning skills. Some people learn faster than others. We've got clients that come in that, learn things faster. Some people need a bit more fucking time and attention. That's life. It's just the way that people are. We're all different. We all learn at different rates. But at the end of the day, if you're putting the reps in and you're going through that process of learning, decide what you want to learn, gather the information, go and fucking apply the information, keep putting the reps in, repeat, there is no reason at all why you won't improve your control. There is no reason at all. Yeah. So I want you to remember that. That's how I want you to be viewing your diabetes. It's just a skill. Like any other skill that you've ever learned in your life, this is exactly the same. Team, that is it. If you got value from this episode, as I said at the start, please leave me a rating and a review. Thank you very, very much for listening. Hopefully, there's not a lot of applicable information in that, but there is a bit of a mindset switch that I think you need to go and apply and just look at it as in learning a new skill. Yeah. Think how rewarding it's going to be when you learn something, and managing your diabetes is the same. That is it. Thank you very, very much for listening. Have a fucking great day. Peace. Right, I'm going to stay on for a couple of minutes. I noticed a few comments coming through, but if anyone has any comments or any questions, anything you'd like to ask, just stick them in the box and I'll answer them. Look through on Facebook. Duncan, I'm still learning how to talk. I love that, mate. What a legend. Michael, thanks, mate. Appreciate that. Thanks, Duncan. Cool. I'm a quick scoop for you guys on Instagram. I don't think we've got any questions coming from there. No. Cool. Right, gang, thank you very much for listening and for watching. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day. Till the next live. Peace.